What is up, world? What is up, world? You are in tune to the KnoItAllz podcast, special edition. It is the playoff preview. We got to do it. We got to do it because guess what? We know it all. And it just wouldn't be right if we didn't do it and have that for you and have some information for you coming for this weekend. And of course, I got my mans with me. What's up, Big Tate? What's popping, man? How you doing today?
What's up, Mod? It's been a rough day, man. Y'all know I had to put one of my dogs down today, man. That was, that was early this morning, about 6 a.m. So it's just been a rough day all day. My house is missing the energy. He is so energetic and running to the door. You run in the kitchen, here he come. You know what I mean? Because he think he gonna get some scraps or something. Just minus that energy, man. But here I am late on Thursday night, ready to give y'all the game, man. Give y'all everything I know, man. I'm gonna pour everything into this for y'all.
Pour everything. That's what I'm talking about, man. And RIP to the young dog, man. We hate it. We hate it for you. We're gonna go on and give him some love. And what's up, man? What's up? We got Big G with us, man. G, what's popping, man? How you be?
Man, I'm ready to get it in and talk the playoffs. But before, I got to give a shout out to them Perry Commodores, dog. Good luck this weekend against Upper Side of Valley, man, who's ranked number 9 in the state. Let's pop these boys and get our recognition like we need to get, man.
I hear you talking. They better get to walk for you. They better get to walking for you, man. That is what it is. But before we get into this, man, we got to do it like we always do it. And I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to notice some differences come on Sunday once we're talking about this again. But here we go. Yeah, man. We are back, man. We gonna talk NFL playoffs. This is the best time of the year, man. I mean, it's been a struggle. Everybody been battling, and now it's time to, put up or shut up, man. This is where the pros make their money. And of course, man, we're gonna start before we even get started. We want to go ahead and show you guys the brackets so you know what's there. We're looking at the Super Wild Card weekend. We got the Raiders playing the Bengals. We got the Patriots playing the Bills. We got the Chiefs playing Kansas City. And we definitely on the other side, on the NFC side, we have the Cardinals playing the Rams. We have the Cowboys playing the 49ers and the Eagles playing, and everybody refers to them as the Sheagles, but I'm not going to do that because I got a different take on them, playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, man, we're going to jump right into it, man. Coin flip.
Hey, Ma.
Who we going to start with?
Ma, you gonna disrespect us like that?
He didn't even talk about it, Tate.
You just left us out. You said Kansas City playing the Chiefs.
Oh, well, my bad. Kansas City playing Pittsburgh. my bad, bro. My
disrespect, Big G.
Already off the back, but I got something for him.
The dude, Nick Wright, on First Things First said, he's a big Kansas City fan. This joker said it's better than a bye.
Yeah, I got something for all of them here in a minute, man.
Well, so I'm gonna let you start. I'm gonna let you tell us where we're gonna start, AFC or NFC.
Let's start with the NFC.
All right, so we're starting at the NFC, man. First game we're gonna start with, man, is definitely we're gonna look at and preview the Cardinals versus the Rams. Now, in this game, man, you got the Cardinals getting kind of healthy. They got J.J. Watt coming back. Of course, they're still without DeAndre Hopkins. But, they're back. They took a tough loss to Seattle last week, but the Rams are coming off a tough loss too, where they just got manhandled by the 49ers to get into the actual playoffs. So let's talk about this, man. Let's definitely talk about this. And I want to send a shout out to my cuz, Miss Williams, for watching. Definitely rocking with us this late at night here on the KnoItAllz. But get this. Let's start off with the Cardinals. Offensively, do you think they have enough to challenge that Rams defense? Talk to me about that. Eddie Copeland talking about Steeler Nation. Shout out to Eddie Copeland, man. Yeah, okay. But do you think that the Cardinals themselves have enough to challenge that Rams defense? I'll start with you, Tate. Talk to me, man.
Man, I think it's hard to tell, man. The Rams defense got a whole bunch of playmakers. And this is a division game, which makes it even tougher. You know, you can never forecast or predict a division game. They so just, you know, in a phone booth. Teams know each other. This is gonna be the third time they played. So far, they done split. I think the Cardinals have been nursing Kyler Murray for quite a while. He missed like 3 or 4 games. Then when he played, I think they're gonna unleash his legs this week. I think that's gonna be a factor in the game because, you know, a lot of design runs. They really, you know, he scrambled and, you know, kind of, you know, off script ran. But I think you're gonna see some design runs this week, much like they did at the end of the game against Dallas. You know, DeAndre Hopkins being hurt hurts. They still have Zach Ertz. They got Edmonds and Connor in the backfield. I like the rookie more. AJ Green been showing up a little bit, and they got Christian Kirk, right? Yeah,
Christian Kirk. Yep.
Christian Kirk. So, you know, I think they had the pieces. This gonna be the toughest game to me just to pick, man. I mean, because the Rams just got on top of the division, what, a week or two ago? The Cardinals was there all year. Yep. They was right there, both 1 and 2. So I don't even know that home field comes down to it because thanks, Eddie. Because you know, because the Cardinals play better on the road. Cardinals lost more home games than they did road games this year.
Right.
So I don't have a prediction. I can't tell you, but I think it's going to be a tight game, and I think you're going to see Kyler Murray use his legs a lot more. And it's big that Matt Stafford play like he was in the beginning of the year, not like he has been the past month.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to pick, but I'm not gonna ask for that pick right now. But okay. I'm gonna need you to pick. Once we go over this game, I gotta have you to stand on something. All right, Big G, what you got? What you think about the Rams defense? He spoke about the Cardinal offense. Talk to me about this Rams defense versus that Cardinal offense.
I ain't feeling the Rams defense. I'm gonna tell you straight up. At the beginning of the year in the sports preview, didn't I call them Arizona Cardinals? They had the division all year, and they should have won the division. They just laid an egg right in the middle of the season. They got healthy outside of D-Hop, and I'm telling you right now, everybody thinks it's going to be a high-scoring battle. Nah, defensive struggle. And the difference of the game is going to come down to who plays better between J.J. Watt and Von Miller. Mark my words, Von Miller or J.J. Watt is going to make a big play that's going to turn that game either way. Because I think they're evenly matched all the way across the board, offensively and defensively. These are the two players that they went out in free agency to get to make sure that they would secure a playoff win. So J.J. Watt's coming back. He's rested. He might be a little rusty. We'll see how he looks. But either J.J. Watt or Von Miller is going to either help set up a play or make a play that's going to make a difference in that whole game. And I'm calling the Arizona Cardinals to pull the upset on the Rams. You want the score? You want my score?
Not yet. You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun. Definitely jumped the gun. We're going to definitely look into these games before we actually say who's going to win what. Yeah. We just want to preview. Now we're talking about the Cowboys versus the Niners. I'll take the Cowboy offense, and I'll leave it to Tate to talk about the 49er defense. when we're talking about, offense, one of the things that I hated to hear, because since 2009 is the last time that the number one offense has ever won the Super Bowl. 2009. That's a long time. Normally, the number one offense exits and they exit stage left because they're the number one offense and it's not a whole bunch of defense being played on the other side, because guess what? They've outscored all of their opponents, right? So when you talk about the number one offense in the league, Dak has been without a lot of things that make a lot of sense for the Cowboys. If you think about with the Cowboys, man, in that passing game, the tight end has not been able to get vertical, mainly because of the simple fact that the faster tight end, the more reliable tight end, has been hurt all year. Blake Jarwin came back last week and played against the Eagles, and definitely you saw there was a play where he got open in the end zone. He just totally dropped it and he ran past the linebacker. That's what Blake Jarwin does. That's what he adds, another dimension where the tight end can get in the scene. Not saying he's George Kittle, not saying he's, Travis Kelce, but what I am saying is that he does give Dak a thread to throw in the middle of that defense, which is not there. So that kind of pulls linebackers deeper and allows the crossing patterns with CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper and now Cedric Wilson to be open. I fully expect Tony Pollard to play in this game. He was resting his foot that last game. I expect him to play, and that 1-2 punch of that 1-2 punch of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, I think is going to be enough. But as far as that offense is concerned, I really like the offense against San Francisco's defense. Talk to me about San Francisco's defense.
Well, I think San Francisco defense going to make that 1-2 punch Zeke and Pollard null and void, man. San Francisco has a strong front line with Joey Bosa up there, Eric Armstead. They got Warner in the middle. They got some veteran presence in the secondary with Josh Norman, a couple nice young secondary pieces. So, that's been the 49ers calling card all year is the running game on offense and a strong defense. So I think the game from Dallas' perspective is going to have to fall on Dak. Dak going to have to win it because the Cowboys won't get 100 yards rushing. The 49ers going to stop all that. So, I think the 49ers defense is going to be a tough challenge. This should be another good game also.
Yeah, and from that standpoint, man, we're looking at it. I think it's exciting. The playoffs is going to be very, very, very exciting. Every game has a possibility for an upset. Let's look at this now. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Big G, talk to me about that Tampa Bay Buccaneer offense, man.
And Tom Brady's ticked off, man. That's all you got to know. He's mad at Nick Foles. Tom Brady's like Michael Jordan, man. All they looking for is an edge or something to motivate him, to make him get mad and play hard. So the issue is, are the Bucs without AB, without Godwin? Are they the Bucs? Can one of them young fellas, can that Johnson kid wide receiver, can Scotty Miller in the slot, can one of these guys make a big play? Because Mike Evans is catching every double team from the Philadelphia Eagles. Regardless of popular opinion, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to game plan to stop Mike Evans. They're going to let Gronk catch everything in front of them. But they're going to game plan to stop everything, Mike Williams, from going deep, getting open, and they're going to make him play everything in front of him. So the hitter is, can one of those other wide receivers be effective? And really, to be honest, can the Buccaneers run the ball? Because if they can run the ball with Leonard Fournette and with that Jones cat, it might be a little different game because, Tom Brady is the master of play-action pass. But the issue is going to be, can somebody else make a play deep to stretch the defense outside of Mike Evans?
I totally agree. And Nazola said certainly have room for defensive improvement with the Rams. I totally agree on that 110%. And talk to me about that Eagles defense, man. Talk to me about that Eagles defense. Well, how much resistance do you think they're going to give Tom Brady and that offense down there at the Bucs?
Well, in week six, I believe it was, Brady roasted them. I think he had 4 touchdown passes. But the Eagles have been playing better the second half of the season. I mean, I think they got one of the best records the last 8 games out of everybody in the NFL. I mean, I think they're like 6-2 maybe. But yeah, that defense, man, up front, I think it starts with getting pressure on Brady with the front 4. Fletcher Cox is up front along with my dude Hargrave. He's playing for the Steelers. On the edges, I believe Bennett. And they got Darius Slade and the other corner, number 2.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember his name.
I can't think of his name, but it's going to be on them to take Mike Evans out the game. You got to make those other guys beat you. They got to make Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson, those guys beat you. I mean, you got to take Evans and Gronk away. I mean, if they can get Fournette going or Ronald Jones and methodically run down the field, then you let them do that, because you got to keep them again in a dogfight, because Philly gonna run the ball. Philly not gonna score a lot of points. So if Tampa Bay has to just run the ball to get their points, you make them run the ball and have long drives and just stop anything over the top to Evans or Gronk down the middle and stuff like that. Because you got to try and shorten the game. Jalen Hurts ain't gonna get in a shootout with Tom Brady,
right?
So that's my take. Philly defense in the front line is the key, getting pressure on Brady. We know when Brady get pressure, he don't perform near as well. That's why the Saints always have success against him.
Right, absolutely. You got to stay in Brady's face. We have a couple comments here, man. Eddie Copeland said Tate is on point. Sound like Tate brought his cheering session tonight.
Hey man, I was on a Facebook post yesterday. Eddie was in with the homie Mike West talking about. I couldn't comment on it because I wasn't friends with the person that posted it. But did y'all know this post said? I'm not disputing because I don't know. Michigan has the most players. The University of Michigan has the most players left in this year's playoffs.
That could be true. That could be true. Could be. Let me do some investigation, and I'm gonna give an update on Sunday. I'm gonna have all the actual factuals that tell you whether or not that team up north got representation in the playoffs.
We need to know that.
I'm gonna know on Sunday for sure.
On Sunday, we need to know that. We need to have that. And Nazola said Cowboys all day versus the 49ers. Eddie chimed in again and said Rams are cool, solid draft pick away from the trophy. Okay.
The thing is, they traded all their draft picks away to get Von Miller.
Thank you.
Jalen,
to get Stafford.
Yeah. OBJ. Yeah, it's a wrap for a little while for them, man.
Yeah, definitely. So we're moving because Green Bay had the bye. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move up here to the Raiders and the Bengals, man. This is an interesting game, man. I'm going to take Cincinnati's offense here, man. Cincinnati has literally the rookie of the year on offense in Chase. Chase is a dog. I mean, he is a dog. I've seen him do things this year that I mean, you don't see a lot of vets do. I mean, he catch it, he's 1-2, and he's out of there. He may run through a tackle, he may run around you, and he may run past you. The guy's just a dog. He's a stud, and Joe Burrow is playing out of his mind. And I mean, I've seen teams beat him up, and he's still getting up throwing lasers. But I think the biggest difference here with Cincinnati's offense is their running game. Their running back, help me with his name.
Mixon.
Yeah, Mixon. Oklahoma kid.
He didn't want to say he was choking up because that he still. I don't
remember Sooners' names. I don't commit their names to memory. It really doesn't happen. But definitely you got Joe Mixon, who is just killing it this year, man. He's definitely killing it as far as the rushing yards. And I really believe that this offense is poised to make a deep run, man. I believe in Joe Burrow. I believe in Jamar Chase. Then they got, what is that, Tyler Boyd, is that his name? Out there at receiver.
Oh,
And
don't forget about T. Higgins.
And they got T. Higgins out there at receiver. I'm telling you, man.
And Ushma, that tight end number 87 is a beast too.
Yeah, they got weapons, man. They have offensive weapons on offense, man. Definitely have offensive weapons on offense. Tay, talk to me about that matchup with the Raiders defense, man. Talk to me about that. How you feel about that one?
The Raiders been playing some good defense, man, the past 6 weeks. You know, you got to give the Raiders some credit. I mean, they do enough to win. And even against Justin Herbert the other day, they was getting all kind of pressure on him with Max Crosby and the dude on the other side that played for Baltimore last year. What's his name?
I know you're talking about the defense. That's not the guy who tore his ACL, was in 96?
No, it wasn't him. But anyway, they've been getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and getting some timely play from the secondary. You know, so, and you got to remember, this is a rematch. The Bengals went out to Vegas and beat the Raiders earlier this year in a close game. And then on top of that, you got to get the Raiders credit again, because like I said, they won 4 straight. They've gone to Cleveland, so they've played in the cold. They've gone to Indianapolis and beat the Colts, stopped Jonathan Taylor, close game. Yeah. That was like 17-14, something like that, 20-17. It's the same game with the Browns. Derek Carr took them down the last drive and got a field goal to win the game. And they beat the Chargers. I can't remember the other game they did, but they won.
Beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but that ain't nothing. But but no, I'm talking about the 4 straight to get in the playoffs, though. I mean, so they played.
No, they had to win that one.
The thing is, the Raiders ain't won a playoff game since 2002, the year with the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. And the Bengals last won a playoff game. I was a junior in high school.
Right.
So some got to give.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think Joe Burrow is playing great, but so is Derek Carr. I mean, Derek Carr ain't beating you. He didn't have gaudy numbers, but he's doing what he needs to do to win. I think the key to this game is going to be what team can establish their running game between the Alabama running backs. Well, no, Joe Mixon's Oklahoma, my bad. But Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon, whoever can establish that. The Bengals have the edge in the skill position receivers. So I think the Raiders really need to focus on slowing that part of the game down, and again, make them have long drives. You know, Josh Jacobs or Joe Mixon, if he's gonna run the ball, they're gonna get down there. That's how they got to do it. You ain't finna pop me on the head over the top to Jamar Chase. I can't let that happen in the playoff game.
Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen at all. Next game we got Big G, the Evil Empire, the New England Patriots. I can't even talk, versus the Buffalo Bills. Talk to me about the Evil Empire, man. Give me some good ones about the offense of the New England Patriots.
Man, the New England Patriots don't stand a chance in a blizzard, dog.
Wow.
It's all over with, bro.
But let's talk to me about their offense, man.
I'm gonna talk to you about the offense, but they don't stand a chance in the blizzard, bro. I'm trying to tell you, them Buffalo Bills got something to handle. But I'll give you a little tidbits on New England, man. First of all, it's Matt Jones' first game, rookie playoff play. For all y'all out there that are Patriots fans, Matt Jones is not Tom Brady. He's not going to take the New England Patriots as a rook and go all the way to win the Super Bowl. All right. Now, the good thing about them is they have a triple threat running back thing. Everything from Harris to Buckhead. They got 3-4 cats playing running back. So if the game has cold weather and inclement weather, what they're calling for, they do have a little bitty small chance. But as far as receivers and all whatever else, come on, man.
Burkhead don't play no more. He in Houston.
Well, they got some scrub. They got a scrub like him.
You talking about Harris, Bolden, and Stevenson from Oklahoma also.
They all trash when it comes down to it. Oh yeah, they trash.
They beat them boys and ran the ball 46 out of 49 plays.
Man, let me tell you something, man. And like Ahmad forced me to talk about the Patriots. I'm trying to tell you, man, the Buffalo Bills is one of them teams in the playoffs you don't want to play. You don't want to play Buffalo right now.
All right, so we gonna go ahead. Let's get to Buffalo's defense, man. Tate, talk to me about Buffalo's defense, man.
They rank really high, man. I'm not all abreast on Buffalo's defense. I know they got Edmonds in the middle and Milano, the linebackers. They got Micah Hyde, another dude in safety. They got a solid defense. Yeah, Edmonds is a beast. I mean, they got a solid defense, but they obviously can be ran on. And unlike Big G, I ain't saying the Patriots gonna win it, but I ain't saying they don't stand a chance, man. As long as they got that man that cut off hoodie over there on the sideline, they always got a chance.
Man, he evil,
you know
man.
It. You know it.
He's evil, but he's a mastermind. I give him credit. He's evil though. He's evil. He's evil.
That's the emperor.
Yeah, he's evil.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
that's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He's the emperor. You know what I'm saying?
Emperor Vader, and he got a new Palpatine that he think is Matt Jones, but the Jedi mind trick ain't work for him in Buffalo on whatever day they play on Saturday or Sunday. I'm telling you right now, them Buffalo Bills, you don't want to play Buffalo in the playoffs right now. You don't want to play them.
Why? I mean, but Buffalo just struggled last week against the Jets. They struggled.
Let me tell you something, man.
24.
I'm trying to explain to you, man. Josh Allen is ready. And matter of fact, is only ready. He's due. Josh Allen is due. Like for real.
This is what we're gonna get into this. I like it. We're gonna definitely get into that. Nazola said that the Raiders have some quarterback power and their uniforms are intimidating. Yeah, I mean, you know, that red and black, it get everybody hyped. But you know, when it comes to playoffs,
it's silver and black.
It's silver and black. Man, ain't no red.
Silver and black get everybody hyped, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Here we go. We got the Steelers, Steel Curtain versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I'm going to allow both of you guys to expand on this because, you know, this is a crucial game here. So take the offense and how your offense will fare against the Chiefs defense. And Big G, talk to me about how your defense will contain Mahomes. Let's talk about that. So tell me how your offense is going to have to attack the Kansas City defense.
Man, I don't even know. I'm with Big Ben. I don't even know why we playing the game, man.
Right.
We don't stand a chance. You know what I mean? But if we did stand a chance, it would have to play itself out like this offensively. We need to limit mistakes. Cannot turn the ball over, not one time. Cannot turn the ball over. We have to control the clock. We have to have time of possession. That's a necessary thing to happen. And we have to be able to run the ball on those to stay ahead of the chains. You know, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 2. You know, we really can't get limit the penalties. We really can't have no 1st and 18, you know, because of penalty or 2nd and 12 because we lost yards. Stay ahead of the chains, play a clean game, no turnovers, and control the clock to keep Mahomes off the field best you can.
Yeah.
Najee Harris needs about 25 touches.
Yeah.
Probably 20 rushing, 5 receptions. I like Chase Claypool. He played a nice physical game last week. You know, so I like him. I like him on a few deep balls and some slants over the middle. And Freiermuth, the rookie tight end, he get to pit his skills up against Travis Kelce, the best in the league. And I think he up and coming one of the best in the league. So, you know, we just need a clean game, execution, no penalties, no turnovers.
I get it. And Big G, talk to me how the defense is going to have to attack that Kansas City offense.
Well, I got one question to ask Tate before I talk about the defense. Tate, can James Washington and Juju Smith-Schuster make an impact on the game?
I don't think Juju going to play, man. I mean, I think Juju, he came back to practice today. I think if they get by this week, then he has a chance to play as they would go further. James Washington, man, he kind of he was coming back from COVID. He kind of been in the doghouse, man. I mean, you know, Ray McLeod, my brother-in-law's nephew down in Florida, Ray. Shout out Ray.
Yeah.
But he's kind of taking over that slot position, you know.
Yeah.
James Washington had a big catch against somebody. He caught a long touchdown. I forgot who it was just a few weeks ago. But then ever since then, he fell off quick, man. He didn't live up to what we thought he was gonna do this year, but from the beginning, and especially once Juju got hurt.
Yeah.
He's been like the missing man. But he always been like him. He always got the potential to hit a big play. So we'll see. But I don't think Juju gonna play though this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we get to the defense, B Dirt said we up past our bedtime.
What's happening, B Dirt? What's happening? Yeah, you up?
So
too,
are you,
man.
B Dirt?
Yeah, you up watching, but we appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Good to hear
man.
from
Thanks
you.
for watching.
Yeah.
G, talk to me about that defense attacking that offense.
All right, man. This is the whole game plan. Bottom line, cover 2 on Tyreek Hill. Nothing behind us. Everything's in front of us. If Kelsey beats us, he beats us. But everything, and we got to tackle them. No loose scrambles where they catch a little 5 or 6 yard thing and turn it into 35 or 40 yards. Tyreek Hill is getting a double team everywhere. He's getting Joe Hayden plus somebody else everywhere he go on the field. But the issue is, which I believe gives us not just a puncher's chance, but a legit chance for the game, is that I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs 2 tackles can deal with Hayward, J.J. Watt, and Highsmith. I think them 3 dudes is going to have so much impact on getting to Mahomes, because the issue with Mahomes is if you get pressure with 4, Mahomes going to mess up. So you double team Tyreek, you let Kelsey and Hardeman and all the other little dudes they got stay in front. Tyreek nothing over the top. No little play where they just break a 5-yard into a 30-yarder. And Highsmith, Watt, who is the defensive player of the year, and my man Cam Hayward cause problems up front and get pressure on Patrick Mahomes.
I think the key to this game, honestly, you guys, y'all, and I've been saying this all week. Y'all was saying y'all don't have a puncher's chance.
No, we ain't saying that. People saying that. Me and Tate ain't saying that. We just ain't trying to mess ourselves up.
Tate has been, listen. Here's my thing. The game is going to hinge on one player, believe it or not. If Cam Hayward can get pressure up the middle on Patrick Mahomes, it will be a long day. Because when you force him to scramble, and there's no, he's going to either run into not JJ Watt, but he's going to either run into Watt, or on the other side, he's going to run into the other defensive end that's coming up the field. And listen, these guys aren't slow. Yeah. So, I mean, if you think about this, here, and this is why I say that. In the Cowboy game, I noticed something with Mahomes. They were able to chase him down. They just couldn't get their hands on him. But the problem was we could not get any pressure up the middle. If we were getting pressure up the middle, we were able to get to him. But and we got to him on another side and caused a fumble. If we caused the fumble, so we finally got to him. But that's because we got to push up the middle, and he pushed him out into one of these fast defensive ends. So if Cam Hayward can get some, I mean, it may be a long day for Kansas City on that side. Now, just to finish,
I want to ask Big G something.
Yeah, what's up?
About the defense, you think Tyreek Hill is a bigger threat than Travis Kelce?
Well, see, the thing is this: you can't stop them both. So I would rather have Kelce 9 catches for 140 and a touch than Tyreek Hill for 10, 11 catches, 225 and 2 touchdowns. I would much rather have everything in front of me than behind me, right? Well, so you can't.
I trust Joe Hayden on Tyreek Hill, not stopping him, but keeping him in front of him, like you said. And to me, Tyreek Hill is the big play target.
Yeah.
But Travis Kelce is that comfort blanket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You take that blanket away from Linus, you're gonna have problems. So I take Kelsey away first. You gotta stop them both. Yeah. But my focus is on Kelsey. I kind of play. I play a backer over the top of him, maybe Highsmith or Watt, let him get a hit, and then let Devin Bush or Terrell Edmonds pick him up. But you gotta throw him off. Mahomes, that's who he looks for. Like I said, when it's comfort time. Yeah. So I try and take Kelsey, but I respect you with Hill because Hill will bust your head.
Yeah, bust your head, boy.
But I gotta,
you know that he will.
Joe Hayden, and I gotta trust. I gotta trust Minka not letting nobody take that top off though.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm with you guys on that. But man, listen. So we have the person that's resting over here is Tennessee, right? All right. So here's our predictions. We will not. We'll just next week we're gonna predict this round, and then next week we'll predict the next round, and then the next round. And we're going to definitely I'm going to keep track of all of these. So when we're looking at the Arizona Rams game, Big G, who you got, Arizona or the Rams?
Cardinals, man. I already told you. I picked the Cardinals at the beginning of the season. They got something to prove, man. I think that Sean McVay is a good coach. Kingsbury is a good coach. But I think it's going to just come down to, I think the Cardinals want it more, man. Aaron Donald is a great player. Jalen Ramsey is a great player. And I don't know if Matt Stafford has got it in him to do it. But I do know that Kyler Murray at every level, I'm talking about all the way back to junior high school, Kyler Murray got it in him to do it. He just had to get in. Kyler Murray won in junior high. He went undefeated in high school in Texas. He never lost a game, right? He got into college. He was killing them boys everywhere he played, trying to get chips, trying to do what he needed to do. He got it in him to do it. I don't know if Stafford does. What's going to be a good addition, and might be the telltale of the game too, is Cam Akers is back for the Rams. And that's a little quiet comeback guy that could cause a lot of things because, you always duplicate what's done to you. And with the 49ers, they ran down the Rams' throat, right? And so that's why I'm thinking that Kyler Murray, Edmonds, and like how Tate said, our boy from the Steeler Nation, man, and went down into Arizona, I think that they might be able to do a little something, talking about James Conner. They might be able to do a little something, running straight at them Rams.
James Conner stinks.
Oh, James Conner he ain't no bum. He ain't no scrub.
13 touchdowns this year, man.
If he didn't have Conner.
He just got to Jimmy Garoppolo. He had problems staying healthy. That's all.
Yeah, right, I'm gonna tell you. Right. Listen, I don't really like him like that. All right, so we have Big G. Big G picked the Cardinals. All right, Tate, talk to me. Who you got in this game? Rams, Cardinals.
I got the team with the number 1 overall pick, quarterback, play high school ball in Texas. That's who I got.
Ooh.
Oh,
so you going with Arizona Cardinals?
Well, no. I'm saying they both the same, but Stafford's number 1 overall pick from Texas too, bro.
Oh yeah, this is true. Yeah, he is true.
I'm going with the Rams, man. I'm going with the Rams. I like Stafford cleaning his game up. I mean, neither one of them have won a playoff game. I think this is Stafford's second or third.
Yeah,
but the expectation, or the Cardinals can lose and be okay still. Cliff Kingsbury won 5 games, then won 8 games, and won 11 games this year. The thing is, they didn't tank the second half of the season in every one of them seasons. So if they lose this, he'll be okay still. But next year it'll be more expectations. They have to win a game or two. Right. So right now, I think the expectations on Stafford and them and McVay to win now. Jared Goff got him to the Super Bowl. Right. So you trade for Stafford and give up 2 first-round picks. You're not expecting to lose in the first round. So they got Jalen Ramsey, they got Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Odell Beckham. It's LA, baby. They loaded with stars, and they gonna come through. I got the Rams in a close game, probably 27-21, something like that.
And they're playing in Arizona, right? Because
they're playing in
Los Angeles. They're playing in Arizona. Okay, all right. I got the Rams. I've had the Rams, and I said that the Rams will go to Green Bay and beat Green Bay. So I mean, I definitely got the Rams in this game, and that's who I'm picking. That's who I'm riding with. So let's go to the 49ers and the Cowboys. I'll start with Tate. Who you got in this game, man?
This one of the toughest ones again, man. But just because, man, I think all year, I think Dallas has been beating up on NFC East, man. So, they got 2 wins against the Giants, 2 wins against the Skins, the football team, and 2 wins against the Eagles, who are better now, but still, Dallas controls that division. Running into a team like the 49ers, who plays in a tough division. The Rams, the Cardinals, both in the playoffs. The Seahawks, we know Russ, even though they didn't make it, they good. So I think they just more battle-tested. I can see it going not near as bad, but a lot like the 49ers taking the recipe that Denver had against them. Just try and just run at them. You know what I mean? Dallas is a fast defense. So, you run away from strength and you run at speed. So I think they're going to be running towards Micah Parsons' side. It's going to be a close game. If Dak can prove himself in the clutch, the Cowboys will win. But it's going to be on Dak because, like I said, the 49ers defense is not going to let them run the ball. But this is probably the closest game of the weekend. I got the 49ers winning 24-21.
Oh.
And Deebo Samuels is a beast.
Yeah. I'm getting him next year in fantasy, man. I'm getting him.
Debo's
I gotta have it.
Big G, who you got in this game?
Man, it comes down to who lines up underneath center, man. I think they're evenly matched all the way across the board. I really do believe. I think the 49ers run game is better than the Cowboys run game. I think the Cowboys pass game is better than the 49ers pass game. I think Deebo Samuel is the ultimate utility knife. I think CeeDee Lamb could be the guy who just has an explosive game. I think defensively, where the Cowboys got Parsons and a couple other good defensive ends, 49ers got Bosa. And you don't never want to bet against a Bosa. A Bosa is coming. A Bosa is coming. That's all you need to know. He's coming. But it comes down to quarterback, man. And I can't trust Jimmy G, man. I got to take Dak over Jimmy G. I say a close game, too. I want to say 28-21 Cowboys.
All right. You guys, man, I'm not being a homer. This is something I sat down and I looked at. The 49ers are really coming into this game on a hot streak. You know what I mean? And we played them last year without Dak, and but they didn't have George Kittle neither. So, we were shorthanded, they were shorthanded, and we came out victorious. And we beat them. We pulled away late, really late.
That game was in San Francisco.
Yeah, we beat them.
I remember that game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we came away late with the win. This time I think first quarter maybe even, but I think we pull away early. I think I'm looking at 38-21 closest. I don't see the 49ers getting enough help from Jimmy G to even make this when you look at what Denver did, which was I don't know what happened. We just totally laid an egg.
That was Teddy Bridgewater.
But right. Teddy Bridgewater was comparable, and Teddy didn't turn the ball over once. Jimmy G is a walking turnover. He's gonna turn it over. I guarantee you. He's itching right now. He's taking his itis medicine right now, and it's not working. He's gonna give the ball up at least once or twice.
Do y'all? I feel like neither one of y'all. He do turn it over. So Jimmy G's biggest knock is he's always injured. Right. He will turn it over sometimes, but Jimmy G's record is 35-14 as a starting quarterback.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
But you know how many playoff wins he has?
Enough to get to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's got at least two. He got at least two. How many playoff wins does Dak Prescott have?
Two. One. He's 1 and 2.
And you want to know how many touchdowns Dak Prescott got?
No, we got to get this correct. He got 1.
No, he had 2.
Who he beat? He beat the Seattle Seahawks.
That's it.
His first year he won 1.
Who he beat?
No, that is 1 and 2.
Done. They lost to Green Bay.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that is 1 and 2.
They lost to Green Bay. They beat Seattle another year, then they lost to the Rams.
Correct. I looked it up. Okay. Before we even got on air.
But Dak has three. I think he has 3 or 4 touchdowns. Hold on. Dak has 3 or 4 touchdowns to 2 picks. Garoppolo is different. Garoppolo done threw 2 picks, 3 picks in the postseason. So like I said,
he played more games. And Dak, we in all honesty, he got 3 or 4 of them touchdowns in that game against Green Bay when they was down like 28-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Tate and Mod, the whole thing for the Cowboys is Dak.
It's Dak. I said they come down to Dak.
The whole thing. If Dak ball, they ball out. If Dak lays an egg, they up out of here. Matter of fact, Dak's got to throw for like 300 and 2 touchdowns.
Dak in the playoffs. Dak shows up in the playoffs. Dak holds his in the playoffs. He shows up. He shows up in the playoffs. You better hope Tony Pollard can play. That's Tony Pollard is playing. But B-Dirt said, let's get to this. B-Dirt said the Steelers need one of the following.
What?
A pick six, a return for a TD or a block kick. He said the Steelers need one of those.
Oh, that can happen. Minka can get one and house it. Joe Hayden can get one and house it. And we notorious for making big plays on special teams. That can happen.
They do need that. They need splash, a splash play every quarter. I won't say what it is, but they need a sack every quarter. They need a pick or a fumble recovery. They need a nice punt return, but they need splash, at least one splash play every quarter.
Hey, Ray might do something too in that special teams, man.
He getting loose. He getting loose.
Ray might do something.
He had a big punt return. That last one they went down, took the lead, before overtime, where he ran into the 50 like a 25-yard return.
Yeah, B-Dirt said it could happen. He agrees with you guys. Definitely could happen. All right, so moving on. I have the Cowboys in a 2-touchdown game. So we're moving on to the next one. Eagles versus the Bucks. I'm gonna start with you, Big G. What you got?
Brady gonna punish them boys, man. Brady done found a motivational edge. But I will say this though, I'm gonna be honest. The issue's not gonna be what Brady does. The issue's gonna be what Tampa Bay's defense does, because Jalen Hurts, like Kyler Murray, can cause a lot of problems with his arm and his legs. And you got to realize too, they got national championship wide receivers out there. Even though we talk about college to pros, man, Smith is a Heisman Trophy winner, man. That boy was born to make big plays. So, they got a good tight end. And so if Tampa Bay's defense don't show up, it could be a long day and Philly could walk up out of there. But I'm going to pick Tampa right now for the victory, man. I ain't going to call a score. I ain't going to call a score, but I think Tampa's going to pull it out.
You got Tampa. Okay. All right. Who you got, Tate?
Man, it ain't going to be no long day. Go all day, man.
He said go.
Go all day. And Philly gonna come to play, and Jalen Hurts gonna make a few plays. And Devontae Smith is nice, and so is the tight end Goddard.
Yeah.
And Miles Sanders. Philly got some nice pieces, and they got 3 first-round draft picks this year.
Right.
So
15, 16, 21. Yes,
so
sir.
I think next year's the year they come back and compete in the East with the Cowboys. But this ain't the year. They did good, just made it to the playoffs.
So this is what I gotta say, man. Honestly, this game is the hardest game for me to pick. Come on, man.
This your Big G burner?
No, it's not my burner. It's not my burner. But I'm gonna tell you this game's gonna be decided by a field goal.
Wow.
With the combination of Sanders and Hurts is gonna hurt that Tampa Bay defense for real. And they're gonna get hit over the top a couple of times by Smith. Smith will probably have 2 touchdowns, but the golden goat fashion, I think he's gonna march down the field. I think he marches down the field with a minute left, and they get a field goal, ball game, walk-off field goal.
Man, Philly, Ma, you said Smith might have 2 touchdowns. Philly ain't gonna score 17 points.
Oh,
I can't say that, man. I believe that score is gonna be. I believe that score is gonna be 27-24. Tampa Bay.
Oh,
Tampa Bay. Walk-off field goal. Field goal.
Yeah. Thank you, B-Dirt. Yeah, thank you, B-Dirt.
B-Dirt, wow, man. B-Dirt, wow.
We got an instant 14 panel sitting right there waiting for him as soon as we get off the air, man. So we'll let you know on Sunday what's cracking.
But yeah, so I really believe, man, it's gonna be a challenge, man. It's gonna be a challenge. I don't think that the Tampa Bay runs away with this one. Fletcher Cox and them is gonna cause. We've always said the formula to beat the GOAT is get in his face. What you think Fletcher's a vet, and can't nobody handle Fletcher. So I mean, I honestly think it's gonna be a struggle. Next game we got here, man. We're gonna look at in the AFC. We got the Raiders versus the Bengals. In this one, I'm gonna let Tate go first, man. Tate, talk to us, man. Raiders versus the Bengals. Who you got in this?
And I got the Bengals, man. I mean, I think the Raiders done ran their course, man. I mean, Derek Carr. Well, so was Joe Burrow. They're both unproven in the playoffs, but Joe Burrow at least got national championship experience. He come from the land of the Buckeyes and LSU. I mean, Joe Burrow gonna get Cincinnati that first playoff win in 32 years.
Right.
32 years.
Right.
Him, Chase, Mixon, they're gonna be too much. I think they can outscore the Raiders. I think a relatively high scoring game, 31-24, something like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Joe Burrow goes for 303 tubs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Who we got, Big G? Talk to me. Who you got?
The Bengals, man. The big, like I said, the Buffalo Bills, you don't want to play Cincinnati Bengals either. You don't want to play them, man. I think the Cincinnati Bengals, they might be, I don't know if this is the year, but they definitely have the formula to win the ball. They got it. They got exactly what you need to win it. And I really do believe that Jamar Chase is something really special. I think when it's all said and done, and this is my Big G burner, I think when it's all said and done, we'll be talking about Jamar Chase like you talk about Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Megatron, Larry Fitzgerald. I think that's in it, man. I really do believe it, man. Jamar Chase is a special specimen. And you can't, unlike like how the Steelers is going to play against Tyreek Hill, you better not try that against the Bengals because T. Higgins is going to bust you. And then you better get Tyler Boyd too. You better get him. So they got weapons all over the place. But so you can't just try to take Chase away. That ain't going to work because Joe Burrow's going to figure it out and he's going to start throwing it to the other dudes. So I like the Bengals big. I think the Bengals pull up 35. I like them big. 35-21 blowout. I think the Bengals rock them, man.
Yeah, so this is my big call of the weekend. The Bengals are going to blow the doors off the Raiders. It's not even going to be a contest, and it's going to happen fast. The game's going to get away. The game's going to get away from really fast. And Derek Carr, he doesn't have enough to bring them back. He definitely does. He said he wanted an offensive tackle over Chase. Yeah, you were wrong. I think a lot of people wanted them to go with that pick, but man, they were definitely wrong about that one. They were wrong.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, is B Dirt? Is you Brandon? That's Brandon, man. I talked to Brandon today. He's saying some of the same stuff Brandon was saying. All this time, every week, I didn't know who B Dirt was. Now I know who it is.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Wow.
Listen,
that's my boy.
Listen, see, this is what I'm saying to you guys. This is what you got to understand, man. Big G kind of painted the picture. That offense is reckless, man. I mean, there's not too much you can do with him. And Joe Burrow, like I said, if you go into the playoffs thinking you just finna rough him up, the more you hit him, the more you make him want to play. I like it.
Yeah.
He got that grit about him, man. And then the running game is going to get at you. Running game, and then their defense is super solid. So I just don't think the Raiders have enough this week. I think that they're going to go ahead and kiss the baby, and they're going to go home. B-Dirt said, yes, sir.
I knew it was, man.
He said, Moose called me B-Dirt.
Oh, okay. That's my boy, man. Shout out to Brandon, man, in Pittsburgh by way of Lima and Ann Arbor. That's my poker. We used to play poker all the time over 24 hours a day.
Wow. That's literally something else. We're going to leave that alone just in case some of the stories get kind of wild. So the next game we got is the Evil Empire versus the Bills, man. I think I'll start out with this one. It's not. I don't think it's going to be a runaway. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. I think by design, they want to keep this game low scoring. I think they want Jones to probably throw the ball 3-4 times. Maybe.
Who is Jones?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Matt Jones.
Yeah, I think they want him to throw the ball just under 10 times. They really don't want him to throw that much. They want to get an ugly win away from Buffalo. I still got to go with Buffalo, though. I think Josh Allen's going to do enough to get it done. It's scary because they don't have a running game, and they're going to really slow this clock down. New England's going to slow this and methodically take the ball down the field on them boys. So, I still go with Buffalo, but I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game, something like 17-10 final score. Buffalo, though. What you got, Tate?
Man, I think he got at least throw it 15 times. They do want to limit his exposure, but he got to throw at least 15 times. It's in Buffalo, but Buffalo is like being in Boston, so it's going to be cold. They both used to that. It's not going to be windy like it was that first game on that Thursday night they played. But man, I gotta go with the Yoda, man. The evil Yoda, man. And I don't want to root for him. I don't like the Patriots, but Josh Allen is not ready, man. He's proved it. He's just supposed to be MVP year. He's done hardly any of that. He got interceptions like Baker Mayfield almost, man. And I think Bill Belichick is going to design that defense is one of the top rated defenses in the league.
Yeah,
and they don't have a running game. So that alone, you don't have you one dimensional. Bill Belichick gonna have fun with you. If you one dimensional already,
yeah.
So it's gonna be a tight game though. I just think Buffalo been overrated all year long. They lost to Jacksonville. They struggled against the Jets. They lost to the Steelers. I mean, so I got the Patriots in a close one again. 17-14. Defensive struggle. I like the evil Yoda to get it done.
Man, 17. All right. We both on that 17 mark being the winning number. G?
The Bills, 22-12, man. Josh Allen makes a big play to Stefon Diggs late that breaks the game open, and they get a turnover because Matt Jones ain't ready. Belichick will put Jones in a position to try to win, but Matt Jones is going to fumble or throw a pick, and that's going to seal the game for the Bills, 22-12.
Hey man, just on the record, the only differences in the picks we have is me picking the 49ers, me picking the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to keep up with that when I'm right.
Yeah, no, you picked the 49ers, and then you picked the Patriots. And that's the only difference. Yeah. I will say this. I'll say this, man. Honestly, when it comes down to it, they're going to slow that game down. The Patriots are going to grind it out. They want it to be a low-scoring affair. You watch what I said. B-Dirt said he's going to clean his house during this game. In other words, he said he gonna talk to a man about a dog during this game. He's not too interested.
No respect.
At all.
It's not the game. The game gonna be so boring. It's gonna be like watching paint dry. That's how I took it.
It is. I'm gonna fall asleep at least once or twice during this game. I can promise you that. So the next game we have is the Steelers versus Kansas City. Woo! I'm gonna go first because I have no skin in this game, but I definitely have an opinion. I think the Steelers gonna play them close, man. I really believe Steelers got a shot to win this game. The shot to win it is what Tate said. Tate took the words out of my mouth, man. You double team the heck out of Kelsey. Don't let Kelsey get nothing. I mean, you let Hill get to, he may get one or two. That's fine, but you hold Kelsey out. That's how teams beat Kansas City, is you hold him out. Don't let him get no catches, put man over the top, beat him up every time he catch it. You cannot let him get off. If he gets off, they're going to keep moving the chains. And when they keep moving the chain, it's only so far you can hold Patrick Mahomes. It's only so far, right? And so I don't expect the game to get out of hand. I expect it to be like a 24-17, 24-21 type game. Real gritty, coming down to the wire. Definitely.
Who you got though?
Kansas City. I got to go with Mahomes, man. I got to go with Mahomes, but I don't think it's going to be an easy day at the office.
Okay. Tate, go ahead, man.
Man, I want to be wrong with this pick. Let me preface it by saying that I want to be wrong, and I think it's going to be a much closer game than it was Week 16 when they beat us 36-10, got out on us 30-0. And everything we've said is the formula: the splash plays, the ball control, no turnovers, and stopping Kels, taking that comfort blanket, man. Like I said, you don't. Patrick Mahomes is Linus on Charlie Brown, man, and Kelsey is that blanket. So you got to take that away, make him uncomfortable. But even with that being said, it's going to be competitive. We're going to be right there. And if it comes down to the fourth quarter, man, I would love to see a storybook ending where Big Ben come in. Big Ben had played Mahomes twice and never won, never beat him 2 times. So this is an opportunity to beat one of the young bucks. You know what I mean? He done beat Burrow. He done beat Josh Allen. He done beat a lot of the newcomers. He done beat Kyler Murray. I don't think the Cowboys had Dak when they last played. But anyway, he done beat a lot of these newcomers. I would love for it to come down to the fourth quarter. The Steelers got the ball. If we keep it close, they have better than a puncher's chance. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs, and we can hold that offense down to 3 touchdowns, 21-17. I got the Chiefs, but I hope I'm wrong.
21-17. So you think the magic number's around that 20 number? Okay, so G, talk to me, man. What you got?
Najee Harris rushes for 100 yards. First of all, the Steelers get an interception.
He's right. I'm sorry to cut you off. He right, though.
Yeah. Najee Harris rushes for
Louis Riddick just said Steelers need to be extremely aggressive on offense and go for it on only 4th and short.
That's correct.
Agreed.
I like Louis Riddick too. I hope he get an interview to be our new GM when Kevin Colbert stepped down.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So
go ahead,
Najee for 100. Najee's getting 100 rushing. First of all, let me say this. Let me back up. They embarrassed us last time they played us. They beat us 36-10. That left if you remember, that game sort of turned everything around for Pittsburgh because they was tired of getting embarrassed. Remember, they talked about us in the media. They soft. They don't know how to tackle. They gave up. Ben's done. All whatever else. Well, little did you know, that lit a fire up underneath the Steelers behind. And we pulled them last 2 games out like we were supposed to. So first of all, they're not going to be able to. It's hard to beat the NFL team twice, especially when you play them as close as they played each other. They just played these jokers a couple of weeks ago, right? So 36-10, nasty taste in the Steelers' mouth. Second, Najee's going for 100. Mark it on your calendar. I'm guaranteeing it. Najee's getting 100 on Kansas City. Third, the Steelers is going to get a play defensively, an INT, a block punt, or return punt, or return kickoff that's going to make a big momentum swing. I'm calling it like I see it, man. Pittsburgh 27, Kansas City 21. Big Ben walks into Kansas City and pops them boys. That's what I'm talking about.
The first, it's hard though, but first time ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a team twice.
I'm talking to B Dirt. First time ever.
Yeah.
Big Ben like 22-6 against the Bengals in his career.
Right.
But yeah, Big G, I don't disagree with you, man. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I mean, I think it's gonna take us one of them splash plays, you know. And if you remember earlier in the season, they played Green Bay in Green Bay, and that was a tight game. The refs made a bad call on what was a blocked field goal that was ran back for a touchdown.
Correct.
They called that offside. That would have put Pittsburgh, tied the game up, and it would have been a different game. But
same difference in Buffalo. Same difference in Buffalo. We blocked that punt and it flipped the game. Remember?
Yeah, we had a block punt against San Diego when we started to come back.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna be honest, man. They're gonna have to play a mistake-free game. Ben, he can't give the ball away. Ben cannot give Patrick Mahomes extra chances. He can't. If Patrick Mahomes gets extra chances, extra time on the field, ooh. But
hey,
I said,
wait, and also too, the defensive player of the year is gonna have a play. TJ Watt gonna do something, and then he's gonna solidify. I mean, it's no question he's gonna win it anyway, but he's gonna solidify maybe being one of the all-time great defenders after this game. He's gonna do something crazy, man. He got a probability in him. He got one in him.
Kansas City struggling along that offensive line. They're struggling, you know. So I mean, honestly, like I said, pressure coming from the middle. I said it's gonna be a dogfight. You're gonna have pressure up the middle. And the good thing I love about my guy, what's his name? Big boy in the middle for you guys.
Yeah.
You talking about our defense?
Cam Hayward, yeah. The thing about Cam Hayward is those awkward passes that Mahomes throw real low, his hands is always up, man. Always up.
Cam liable to get a pick, dude. Cam liable to get a pick.
Listen, man, I'm just saying the game can swing on a play like that, and I could literally see without a shadow of a doubt y'all pulling it out, but it's got to be mistake-free football, man. Mistake-free.
We obviously giving the Steelers more credit than the national media is. Like I said, the boy Nick Wright, first things first, said it's better than a bye. That's just utter disrespect.
Total disrespect. Total.
Man, but total. I like I said, honestly, you're talking about NFL veterans, man. And when they get in a playoff game, it's a win or go home situation. Yeah. Everybody is trying to win. Nobody, I mean, they're leaving it out on the field. Nobody is finna come down here and lay down. So nobody's just finna get blew out on purpose. I just don't. It's like when I said with the Raiders. The Raiders just don't have enough. They don't have enough to stop the Bengals from being electric. They don't. That's the game that I believe is going to be one-sided. All these other ones could easily go a different way. I mean, easily go a different way.
The Steelers are young on offense. The only veterans on offense really is Trey Turner, offensive guard, and Big Ben. Everybody else is in no more than their third year.
Right.
We're talking about defense.
But the defense is playmakers everywhere. Yeah. I mean, if Devin Bush and Schobert finally come to play a good game, You got Mink and Edmonds back there. I think they make one of the top 5 safety tandems in the league. Yeah. You got Joe Money over there on one side with Cam Sutton and Akilo Witherspoon been balling lately.
Yeah, he has been. Really has been.
And then you got Cam and a lot of young guys up front. You got Wormley. He's a veteran, but you got Loudermilk. You got the dude they picked up from the Saints, Montez Adams. I like him. He pushes the pocket. But yeah, so I mean the defense got to carry. That's why my prediction was Kansas City 21-17. Now if Pittsburgh can get over 21, they can win the game. I think the defense is going to really come to play.
No, right. I believe that. I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. So we went through and we previewed, but we're gonna go over again because we want everybody to keep record here. We got Big G and Tate went with Big G went with Arizona. And me and Tate went with the Rams. We had Tate going with San Fran, and me and Big G went with the Cowboys. We have everybody unanimously going with the Bucks, but I did say that that's going to be a dogfight. It's not going to be the wipeout that everybody thinks it is going to be. And then we have the Bengals and the Raiders. We all picked the Bengals. And then we have the Evil Empire, the Patriots versus the Bills. Here's the time where we went different. Both of us, Sean, Big G, and myself chose the Bills. We got Tate who chose the Patriots, the Evil Empire. And in the game down here, Big G said that he was going with the Steelers. And we have me and Tate both went with Kansas City. So there we have it, man. This is our preview. Definitely we wanted to get it out there before the games begin to happen. You got a whole day to stew over these and say that who was right and who was wrong. But I guarantee you, we know it all. I guarantee you, put it like that. But man, special before we get off, man, we definitely want to send a shout out to Tate, man. He lost a member of his family, man. Tell us about your dog, Tate.
Man, that's my boy Rome, man. Had him for 13 years, man. He was a really, really good dog. He never met a stranger. He loved everybody. He was good with kids. And you know, like I said earlier, my house has lost a bit of energy because he just was so fun loving, and the doorbell ring here, doorbell on TV, barking and running. I'm in the kitchen cooking. He greedy, waiting on droplets. And if I made a mess, he's always there to get it up. Now I gotta clean up stuff. Cause you know my other dog, she not like that. She gonna look at you like you crazy. Her meat eat off the floor, she ain't gonna do it. But Ron was just that dog, man. He is a really, really good dog, man. He's gonna be really missed by myself and my wife and my family in general. I called my brother and told him and my sister. They was crying about it just because they always like Ron over all these years. He has been part of the family. So that was a really tough thing today. But I know he's in a better place. He ain't suffering. He's with his brother Boston, my other dog we had to put down like a few days after the Eagles beat Brady in the Super Bowl. That was 18. So yeah, so you know, thanks for acknowledging him today on our show, and you know, Rome forever. Thanks.
Oh, Romy Rome.
Romy Rome, that's what they called him too. Romy Rome.
Gonna miss Romy Rome, man. Gonna miss Romy Rome, man. But
hey,
listen,
Shay, shout out to Rome too, man. First time I ever met Rome, when I went to go visit Kevin, I was over on business over in the DC area. I walked in the crib, and that mug looked at me. He looked at Kevin. He looked back at me. He looked at Kevin. He said, "Well, there's two of them," and just walked away. It was hilarious, man.
But man, you know, definitely thank you guys for rocking with us. You know, on this special time where we came in and to preview the games that are gonna happen on Saturday and Sunday. If you like the content, make sure that you like and smash that subscribe button, because when we do go live, you'll get all those notifications and knowing that we will be live. And definitely we will be live on Sunday discussing the games that we have seen thus far on that weekend and the ones that had played on Saturday.
Sunday,
but man, do we have any other comments we want to put out?
I'm just saying Sunday got to be prompt, man, because you're going to want to see the end of the Cowboy game, and we're going to want to see the beginning of the Steelers game. So as soon as that Cowboy game over, we go on, and we go with no further than the kickoff of the Steeler game.
Yeah.
Man, listen, hey, it's crucial. It's crucial this week. So definitely, and we may even make it a two-parter. We may come on, briefly discuss, and then come on and discuss those late night games and give early predictions. Definitely got to do something like that, man. It's the playoffs. It's different. It's the playoffs. But again, we thank you guys for rocking with us. We thank you for being a part of the KnoItAllz Nation. For myself, Big G, and Tate, we out.